Are you feeling stuck in a cycle with your twin flame, where things seem to be going well, only to spiral back into old patterns? Do you find yourself wondering how to finally break free and avoid the same setbacks that keep pushing reunion further away? In today's video, we're diving into a crucial topic: what happens right before twin flame union, and, more importantly, what you must avoid doing to ensure you don't get pulled back into those old cycles. Let's face it, when it comes to twin flame connections, it often feels like a roller coaster. Everything seems perfect, and then suddenly, you're both caught in the same repetitive patterns, leading to separation and heartache all over again. It's easy to get lost in the emotional whirlwind, and your twin flame may take off running just when you thought progress was being made. I haven't even fully explained what these old cycles look like yet, but chances are, you already have an idea. You can recognize the patterns, and that's why I'm here to help you avoid falling back into them. If you're new here, welcome. You'll find stories of students who are now married to their twin flames, experiencing spiritual breakthroughs, manifesting abundance, and living their dream lives. I'm sharing these accomplishments because I want you to know that it is possible to succeed on this journey. Someone has figured it out, and my mission is to help end your suffering and guide you toward the life you've always dreamed of. Today, you'll discover how my approach to twin flames is fundamentally different and incredibly effective. This isn't about endless healing, chakra clearing, karma work, or mirror exercises. While those practices aren't necessarily harmful, they aren't what the twin flame journey is truly about. My coaching is all about getting back to basics and embracing a deeper understanding of spirituality. Once we're on the same page, you'll see the path forward more clearly. You'll learn exactly what happens right before reunion and how to avoid the common pitfalls that could set you back. So, stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more insights that can transform your twin flame journey. Number 1. What are twin flames? Let's dive into the topic of twin flames. It's fascinating, isn't it? Everywhere you look on the internet, there's a different idea about what to do when it comes to your twin flame. Everyone has their own perspective and set of instructions. You've probably heard people say, you need to do the mirror exercise, try past life regression, or work on your inner child. They talk about doing all kinds of healing work, and while that might be helpful in some ways, it just doesn't seem to work with your twin flame, does it? In fact, the harder you try to do all those things, the more it feels like your twin flame runs further away. Then, when you express your frustration, people respond with, well, you just need to do even more healing. It's an interesting cycle, and I'm not here to criticize anyone, but it really is like that, right? I've been in your shoes, trying to make sense of it all, feeling confused and desperate for answers. You might even be thinking, you're just another person on the internet with more advice. But hear me out. I'm not just another voice in the sea of information. There's one fundamental thing that everyone agrees on when it comes to twin flames. It's the concept of one soul in two bodies. No matter who you ask, the essence of this idea remains the same. People might phrase it differently. They might say the soul splits into two, or that you share the same soul vibration, or that your twin flame is the other half of your soul. But the core understanding is consistent. You and your twin flame are the same soul. So, here's the question. If everyone agrees on what twin flames are, why does everyone have a different approach to dealing with it? Think about that for a moment. Why is there so much conflicting advice if the foundation is the same? The answer lies in the words we use, terms like separation, union, and detachment. These words are used almost exclusively in the twin flame community. But have you ever wondered where these terms came from and why we use them? I actually made a video specifically about this, and we'll touch on that briefly here. The truth is, someone already figured out the essence of what twin flames are, and you can see traces of their influence throughout the community. Yet, over time, people have drifted far from the original teachings. When you strip it all down, the core teaching is rooted in transcendentalism. Your twin flame is your soul, and you need to focus on soul work. That's it. It's that simple. The problem is, most advice out there has you doing mind-centered work, mirror exercises, healing childhood wounds, and diving into metaphysics or psychology. While there's nothing inherently wrong with that, it's not soul work. Remember, we're talking about body, mind, and soul. And when it comes to your twin flame, it's all about connecting with the soul. Number 2, what is reincarnation? Check this out. I'm not reinventing the wheel here or coming up with anything new. This is all ancient wisdom we already know, knowledge that's been around for thousands of years. Think about the concept of reincarnation or past lives. We've heard it all before, and it's not groundbreaking. But here's the thing. It doesn't even have to be directly connected to the idea of twin flames for it to make sense. Let me explain. Imagine your higher self. Spiritual teachers often use a diagram to represent it, depicting your higher self existing in what some call heaven, or in scientific terms, the energy part of the universe. We'll dive into the science behind this in just a moment, but trust me, this is real. Twin flames are real. You're not crazy. I've experienced it firsthand. I met my twin flame, and she's a permanent part of my life. I figured out how it all works. I cracked the code. In physics, they call this energy field the field. It used to be referred to as the ether, but in the scientific community today, mentioning the ether is almost taboo. So we talk about the field, the quantum field, or even dark energy and dark matter. It's the energy that fills the universe, the void, if you will. This energy isn't like electricity, which you can measure. It's more metaphysical and elusive, and it's where your higher self exists on a higher energetic plane. Now think of your soul having multiple incarnations over time. For example, one incarnation might have existed in 1770, another in 1880, and then there's you and your twin flame in the present, with even future incarnations to come. All these represent simultaneous incarnations of the same soul. Yes, you and your twin flame are simultaneous incarnations of one soul. It's straightforward, yet incredibly profound. What's truly fascinating is that when two incarnations of the same soul exist in the same physical space, meaning you've met your twin flame, seen them, touched them, even kissed them, it creates a polarization at the mental level. You might have even met them online, but you know they're real. This polarization is significant and something I've come to understand deeply. This realization, depicted in the diagram, aligns with some teachings you might find on the internet about twin flames. However, many of these teachings get buried under layers of New Age fluff and unnecessary dogma that only weigh you down. You don't need all that. The truth is simple. You and your twin flame are polarized at the level of the mind. Remember, there's the body, the mind, and the soul, and understanding this polarization is crucial. We'll break it all down, so stick with me. Number 3, breakdown. Our universe operates on a fascinating principle Albert Einstein called relativity. It's about opposites, this and that, plus and minus, up and down, hot and cold, past and future. Everything in our world functions through these contrasts. For instance, one object might have more intense gravity, while another has less. This is relativity in action, a core idea of how our universe works. Now, where did the universe originate from? The answer is something called a singularity. At the singularity, there are no opposites. It's a state where relativity completely breaks down, and the universe as we understand it ceases to function. Mathematics and numbers lose meaning, and even the concept of zero becomes undefinable. The singularity represents a place where our usual understanding of existence and numbers simply doesn't apply. In spiritual traditions, we see a similar structure. The concept of duality, often symbolized by yin and yang, represents the way the mind operates. The mind, like the universe, functions through duality. This teaching has been passed down by ancient Zen spiritual masters for thousands of years, and now, modern science is only beginning to catch up. The mind itself is dualistic. Even psychologists will tell you that the mind works through contrasts. I like it, I don't like it. I feel good, I feel bad. I agree, I disagree. It's always about the past and future, concepts and judgments. The mental and emotional realm operates on this duality, and it's also metaphysical in nature. You might think of it as the astral body, a more accurate term for the mind's dualistic nature. This mental-emotional layer, or astral body, shapes our experience through contrasts, just like the physical universe functions through relativity. The key is understanding how deeply this duality influences both our inner and outer worlds. Take a moment and reflect on the concept of duality, or singularity, that we just discussed. If you feel something that really resonates with you, leave a single word in the comments below that you find most relevant to this content. It could be balance, harmony, infinity, or any word that reflects your feelings and thoughts. I look forward to reading the words you share and seeing how you connect with these profound principles. Number 4. Astral Body. Our existence is made up of 3 interconnected components: body, mind, and soul. Picture it this way. The body is symbolized by a solid black form representing our physical existence. The mind, or astral body, is depicted in vibrant colors, encompassing thoughts, emotions, chakras, and metaphysical energy. This energy forms what we call the aura, the subtle field of energy surrounding us that some people are even able to perceive. The astral body is a bridge between our physical form and higher spiritual dimensions, filled with layers of energy that influence our mental and emotional states. Now, imagine a small, ethereal cloud representing your soul or higher self. This soul aspect is the true essence of who you are, existing on a higher, transcendent plane. It was previously depicted as a circle in the diagram, emphasizing that the soul is an elevated, divine part of your being. Together, these components, body, mind, and soul, form a triune structure that defines your existence. Each part serves a distinct purpose, interwoven in a delicate balance that shapes your reality and spiritual journey. Understanding how these elements interact helps us grasp the complexity and beauty of our human experience, from the physical to the metaphysical. Number 5. Non-duality. The body is something we all understand intuitively. You're aware of it as you sit there, feeling its presence. But let's explore deeper concepts rooted in spiritualism. At the core of everything is what spiritual traditions refer to as non-duality, a state of pure oneness. It's the essence of the source, often called the monad, or simply the one. It's not about duality, like yin and yang, but pure unity. It's the great I am, the core of who you are, where we are all connected as one at the source level. When you move up a level from this deep oneness, you encounter the soul. Here, we become individualized expressions, fractal representations of that great I am. This is where you and your twin flame exist as the same soul, sharing the exact same soul vibration and frequency. You and your twin flame are one soul, not 2 separate beings. This isn't my personal theory. It comes from ancient spiritual teachings, right out of texts like the Tao Te Ching, the Bhagavad Gita, and the words of spiritual masters like Buddha, Jesus, and others. Modern teachers like Eckhart Tolle and Alan Watts have echoed these timeless truths. The reason I've been able to crack the code on twin flames is because I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm not introducing layers of New Age dogma that often lead to confusion. Many well-meaning teachers suggest psychological work like inner child healing, which, while beneficial, isn't the focus of this journey. Your twin flame journey isn't about mind-based psychology, it's about the soul. It's about what spiritual traditions call unity consciousness, a state of awareness where you transcend the separation of the ego-mind. The ego-mind operates on duality. It says, I am here and you are there. We are separate. It's always focused on external distinctions, which is why it can only understand the world through contrasts like me and them. This is known as separation consciousness in Zen teachings. The journey of transcendentalism involves moving beyond the ego and remembering who you truly are. When you rise above the ego's story, its labels, identities, and preferences, You reconnect with your true essence. You realize that beyond personality and history lies your true self, the unified being you've always been. Number 6. Pure consciousness. Consciousness is your true essence. You are not a being of duality. You are non-dual consciousness itself. Think about it. When you've ever asked yourself, why am I thinking this thought? Or, why am I feeling this emotion? You're aware of the thinking and feeling, but there's something deeper. What is that awareness? What is consciousness? Pure consciousness is not thought. You can't think your way into consciousness because the ego mind believes it can, but it's mistaken. Consciousness isn't something you can grasp through mental effort. When you ask, what am I beyond the body? You might think, I'm a soul. But even that is just a conceptual explanation created by the mind. So, what is the soul, really? The soul is pure awareness. It's the consciousness that observes thoughts and emotions. It is pure being, the essence of who you truly are. That's your soul, and that's your twin flame. There's no separation between you and your twin flame because there's only one soul. It's not you and them. It's just you. You and your twin flame are one, the same essence. When you transcend the separation consciousness of the ego mind, the old, false sense of self, the identity tied to stories and labels, you enter a state of unity consciousness. This ancient concept, taught in Zen spiritualism for thousands of years, isn't just about twin flames, but about transcending the illusion of separation. In the 1970s or 1980s, someone figured this out, and now we hear terms like separation, union, and detaching everywhere. But unity consciousness is about moving beyond separation. It's not about the New Age ideas that often distract you. Healing inner wounds and psychological exercises are valuable but not central to this journey. Your twin flame is your soul, and your soul operates from a place of oneness, not duality. When you approach this from the mind, which exists in duality, you experience push-pull dynamics. If you focus on your twin flame from a place of desire and attachment, they will seem to pull away. The mind's energy, when directed outward, creates this push-pull effect. But when you stop treating your twin flame as separate from you and instead embrace the truth of oneness, everything changes. The key is understanding that there isn't a you and them. There is only oneness. Before reaching union, you may experience moments of profound connection with all that exists. These glimpses of oneness can feel surreal, almost like déjà vu, a deep knowing that transcends explanation. You'll have an inexplicable sense that you are connected to everything, that your twin flame is you, and that you are part of the entire universe. When your twin flame comes back into your life, don't fall into old patterns of chasing or trying to control the outcome. The ego mind might worry about messing things up or getting everything right, but that's just fear and attachment speaking. You don't need to overthink or fix anything. You already are your twin flame. Detaching from them means detaching from your mind and its stories. Embrace your wholeness and trust that you are already complete. In essence, the twin flame journey is one of profound self-realization and spiritual awakening. It's not about chasing, fixing, or endlessly healing. Instead, it's about understanding and embracing the truth of your being. You are not a fragmented or broken soul. You are whole, complete, and already in unity with your twin flame. This journey calls you to transcend the duality of the mind, to let go of the illusion of separation, and to step into the vastness of unity consciousness, where you recognize that there is no me and them, there is only oneness. As you walk this path, you may experience fleeting yet powerful glimpses of connection with everything around you, knowing that you are intimately linked with all of existence. These moments are not figments of imagination, but reflections of your deepest truth. Remember, the key to reunion lies in detaching from the mind's stories and fears, releasing the need to control, and instead, trusting in the divine flow of your soul's journey. Your twin flame is not separate from you. They are you, mirroring the divine love and unity that have always been within. So, as you continue on this spiritual path, hold on to this wisdom. The love and wholeness you seek are already within you. Embrace the fullness of who you are, let go of the mind's limitations, and trust that everything unfolds as it should. Your twin flame journey is not just about coming into union with another, but awakening to the eternal oneness of your soul. Thank you all for taking the time to watch today's video. I am truly grateful to each and every one of you for joining me on this journey. Your support and love are the greatest motivation for me to continue sharing my profound spiritual insights and experiences. If you found this video helpful or inspiring to someone, please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. I promise to bring you more videos, diving deeper into the journey of soul connection and consciousness expansion. Together we will explore the secrets of the universe, learn, and grow in love and awareness. Remember, you are never alone on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos, wishing you a day filled with light and peace.